it's still so crazy that the audio or fixes it to where I cannot hear you clap. I see you clap, but I don't. It doesn't make a sound.
I mean, it picks me up in OBS, and that's the only thing that I really worry
Yes,
about.
dude.
What,
I was
Chase?
trying out the mic. I was trying out the mic in OBS, and I was tapping my mouse
Yeah,
and could hear it go like that every single time.
yeah.
I was like, good to know I can't just slam my mouse around.
You can set up filters and everything on it to where it won't pick that stuff up, because that's the way I've got mine set up. Is I've got filters put on it to where you can't hear my keyboard typing most of the time. I don't think you can't really hear me like pressing buttons and everything. And specifically, what's really good about it is Emily, when she's playing Just Dance a lot, you can't hear the songs from the TV if she turns it down low enough. You can't hear the songs on the TV, which saves us from being
Yeah.
DMCA'd. So it's great.
Whenever I get my computer, I'm gonna need you to like download everything for me. I was gonna give you my computer and be like, download everything,
I
give it
mean,
back to me.
if you come over, yeah, I can set you up. You only really need two things, honestly. You just need OBS and
Yeah, but I'm gonna get you like set up with my filters too.
oh yeah, I can do that. You have to adjust them and play with them, because like I have to constantly adjust and play with mine just because I'm such a loud person. Uh, I think mine is still the only one that is different from everybody else's because I'm so loud all the time. I think mine's the only
Yeah.
one that's different from everybody else's is the
You're gonna
exact
have to
same.
show me like what settings you use for Twitch stream too, for whenever I do my 24-hour one upon release.
Yeah, I can do that. There's no problem with that.
Nice.
That's not a difficult thing. Hey guys, so I was thinking about something the other day. And I've thought about this several times in my life. I want your opinion on this. All right. So
It's enough for me.
no, it's not Shark Tank. Um, have
That's
you?
America's Got Talent.
Oh wait, yeah. Well, also it's Shark Tank too.
Hmm.
Wow.
um, so have you guys ever? I don't know why. Sometimes I just have these random, like, you guys have seen like people argue about this online, of what color is each subject, right? I have a better one of like you have all the colored folders, and it's like which subject is math, which is language, all that stuff. All right, that's the basic one. That's the one that everybody knows. The one that I have thought about is, what color do you think every month is? And I have made a list. I'm going to share my list, and I just want you guys to critique it as we go. So the month of
Are we
January,
gonna go?
huh?
I was about to say we're gonna start. Are you gonna like throw the top? Or you got the all of them
Yeah, it's just 12. So
already? I
January.
think it's gonna be best if you count us down and me and Chase say what we think at the same time.
Okay, well, hang on. I'll tell you my list first, and then we'll go through y'all's.
No, because if we get your list, then we have a preconceived notion about what we
Okay,
think
okay,
it'll
fair
be.
enough. Fair enough. Okay, all right. So
That's why I said we say it at the same time.
the first month is January. All right. Three, two, one.
Blue.
Blue.
Okay. All right. So
Holy crap.
the one that I have for January is light blue. I put light blue specifically. So
Yeah.
we're all kind of
All right.
agreeance on
I'll
that one.
be more detailed on my colors then.
No, you're fine. No, you're good. You're good. That was the only one that I think, yeah, that's the only one that I have like that. All right. So February. Three, two, one.
Red.
Blue. Oh.
Sims, are you saying blue for all of them?
No, I was just thinking like January I associate with blue because
Yeah.
blue I think of cold, and
Yeah, right.
February is also cold. But I was
Okay.
thinking pink for Valentine's Day. But like, if you're just basing it off of the like what holiday it is, I would say like blue or pink.
Okay, so for February, I went red or pink. Like either one of those, I could see it being either, because red's a color of passion, pink is associated with Valentine's Day, red's associated with Valentine's Day, all that stuff. So that's what I went for that one. All right, so March, three, two, one.
Green.
Green. Boom.
I said I said light green for March.
Okay.
So we're all still on the same lines of we're
I
thinking
think it's
green.
St.
You
Patrick's
know,
Day in spring.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm surprised this is going as well as it is.
yeah. All right, so
Hmm.
so now we get to April. Three, two, one.
Yellow.
I can't think of. I couldn't think of anything. I don't know what I associate April with.
The one for me for April is purple, is what I came up with. and I'm not even like fully set on that one. It's like April. I don't know. Purple just seems like it fits. I don't know. Uh, it's
April, like whenever you say April, no color comes to my
exactly.
head.
That's kind of like what comes to my mind too. Of like what color is April? You know, like I don't. What color is the month of April? I can't come up with one. So I was just like,
Nothing significant seems like it happens in April.
yeah, it was like the last one that I could think of. Like it was the last one I put a color to. So I was like, purple. I haven't used it yet.
That one
Yeah.
should have been green. That's when 420 is.
When's Easter?
I mean,
That's also there.
I mean, like, what color is Easter? I mean, I guess you could go white for Easter. You know, maybe because
Like a pastel color.
or like like pastel, like a pastel color. Yeah, I could see any of those. So
I think
Like
the
eggshell, maybe?
pastel,
eggshell, maybe like eggshell or like robin's egg blue,
yeah,
something like that.
like rabbit,
Yeah.
the color.
So yeah, that one's kind of like pick your own poison. All right. So May, 3, 2, 1.
Green?
Yellow.
Green and
Oh.
yellow.
Yeah, lime green. That's what lime green is, color emerald, and that's my birthstone. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And I was born in
I
May,
think
so
of like the saying April shower,
Bring
bring May
Mayflower.
flowers,
Yeah.
and flowers. Just I associate yellow with flowers.
For me, I went magenta for May, which honestly, I feel like magenta might actually fit better for April. And then May, I don't know. May
I don't know.
May
Well,
I could
when
see
we get there.
with flowers. Go ahead, Chase. What now?
I'll talk about it when we get there.
Okay, all right. All right, so June, 3, 2, 1.
Blue.
What color did you say, Chase?
Pink?
Pink. And you said blue, Sims?
I said blue. I
I
don't know.
I
My default color is just blue for some reason.
I put
If I
yellow.
can't think of anything else.
My brain, I can only think of 4 colors right now. My brain is going slow
Yeah.
mode.
I went yellow. And the reason being is that it's a summer month, sun shining, it's hot.
We should have been told about this before, so we could like made our list
Well,
prior.
I mean that was the point of doing it first. So that you guys, and how you guys can think about it a little bit more next time, or like for the next podcast. Like, all right, so here's my definitive list.
Yeah.
So July, 3, 2, 1.
White.
Red.
I went red, white, and blue.
America.
America.
Yep.
Obviously red,
I
white,
was
and
thinking
blue.
red because like red is hot.
Yeah.
July is hot.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah. Fair enough. That's
like that basic month.
yeah. I mean that's the only thing I can.
Or
Red, white, and
July.
blue. So,
White is that basic month.
yeah.
You say July. I said white.
White is the basic month. Oh, I mean red, white, and blue. There you go.
Mhm.
August, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yellow.
Maroon.
Yellow and maroon. Okay, this is where I differ. I said green, just regular green for August. I don't know why. Just
I
August.
think of like school, and school buses are yellow.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, our school color was maroon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
why I said maroon.
okay, yeah, I get that.
guess we were in
I get that.
kind of the same ballpark.
Because it has to do with school. Yeah, I got you. September, 3, 2, 1, go.
Also yellow.
Yeah.
I
Yellow.
I say green for September as well. I say green for both of them.
It still feels like September is like a school starting month.
To me, it might just be because that's hay season, and that's like what I'm doing is baling hay, and I don't know. Maybe that's why I go with green.
September.
It's always
September's
been
kind of around September is kind of like the start of fall, isn't it?
towards the end of it. Yes, towards the end of
Mhm.
September. So now the fun one, October. 3, 2, 1, go.
Orange.
Orange. I said orange also.
Yeah,
For
well,
obvious
red.
reasons.
I think if you think anything other than orange there, it seems weird.
Originally, I was gonna make June and July yellow and orange because I don't know, they just kind of feel. It kind of feels like yellow and orange are kind of like beach colors to me. It feels like, and the reason I say that is because the sand kind of has a yellowish tint
Yeah.
in a way, and then like when the sun goes down, you get those really pretty orange sunsets. So that's kind of why I went that for July.
Golden hour.
Yeah. But October is obviously orange because of Halloween. All right, so November, 3, 2, 1, go.
Red.
Brown.
Okay, Chase, you said what?
Red.
And then Sim said brown. I also said
Yeah.
brown. Why do you say red for November, Chase?
I don't know. That's like Scorpio.
Okay, yeah.
October, November is kind of Scorpio. They're kind of more aggressive of the horoscope
Oh, hey,
things.
trust me, I know that my wife's a Scorpio.
Dang.
Trust me, I
Alright,
know.
and now you're divorced.
Nah,
So,
I'll just get slapped. I know she can hear me through the wall. She might just bust in on the podcast and be like, "What did you say about me?"
Or a
Yeah.
flip flop. Brings the water hose up in there.
She said something to me. I didn't hear what she said. She said, "I know I mean."
I'm going to the lawyer's office tomorrow.
Okay, so December, 3, 2, 1, go.
Whoa!
Wait,
Oh, wait.
what?
My mind thought that you skipped November, and I was like, dude, what are you
We were
doing?
just talking
You're
about
skipping
November.
November.
Brown, Brown was November, is what you
I
said,
would
Sims.
say red
Okay,
for December.
December, Sim says red, Chase says white. I said white or white and red. Also, you could throw green in there too because
At Christmas.
all those are
Red.
Christmas colors.
Red and
That had
green.
absolutely nothing to do with anything. It just was an interesting thing that came to me. It's like, what color is each month? And I just thought, like, I sat down and I made my own list. Like, this would be really fun to talk about on the podcast. So I thought that was pretty cool. And
Not.
anything you like, any specific one that y'all want to discuss more? Or go
I
in,
don't
None
think
that I can think of.
or go in greater detail. I think it's pretty well fit. All right.
But I know some people are going to be like, why in the world think of like a certain color for a certain month?
It's just
Homie, I don't know.
it's the
I
same
don't
thing.
understand half the
It's
stuff that
it's
goes on in my brain.
it's literally the same thing with what color is each subject. Of every person has like a preconceived color for every subject that they learn in
Hmm.
school. It's just the same thing of month. I just applied it to months. I mean, it
Yeah.
because in my head every single month has a color for some reason. And the reason that I say that is that I remember whenever I was in like kindergarten around Christmas time, I got like this little goodie bag. Like our teacher got us like these little goodie bags, and one of them had like a calendar in it and had like pictures on them corresponding to, January had a baby on it, February had like hearts and stuff
Yeah.
and flowers on some of them, and just it kind of goes through like all of the holidays mainly is what it is, and like you could color it and everything. So I guess that's kind of where it
Yep.
came from. Oh, did you guys have the same thing?
I think I found mine like last year.
Really? That's so
Yeah.
cool. That's funny.
I was like flipping through it and I was like, this is crazy that I remember like going and being in school like the days we made this.
Yeah.
Like I remember my exact thoughts like whenever I was coloring it.
That's pretty
Crazy.
awesome. It's crazy that we both have that same memory, but like
Such
that.
core details of
Yeah.
like a random moment that literally means nothing.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
can remember like your social security number.
Yeah.
But like coloring a month by month calendar in kindergarten really sticks out to you.
I think everybody remembers making the turkey for
Yeah. With your
Thanksgiving with their hand.
Yeah. And see,
Yeah.
that's why I go brown, because it's like you always had a brown thing that you draw with your hand,
Hmm.
and then like we had I think like orange and yellow stuff to kind of put around for the feathers.
Hmm.
Little cornucopias.
Yeah. I never did a cornucopia. I don't think we ever drew a cornucopia.
They probably passed out coloring sheets whenever we were real little.
Yeah.
Then again, that was probably 100,000 years ago.
Yeah, I was
Right.
supposed to say. Oh, whenever we was young big kids.
We're just wee lads.
That was probably like before we were all friends.
Bro, that had to have been like sick. It definitely was before me and Jake were friends.
Yeah, because we didn't become friends until high school, or at least I was in high school.
Hmm.
God, man, that
I think
you
that
know,
was when
so
the
long
like
ago the kindergarten have been for us, Peyton. What, 17 years now? 15? Something like that?
yeah, because we were what, like 5 going into kindergarten?
Yes, usually
Yeah.
5.
So it'd been like 18 years ago.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Why am I so old?
Hello, everybody? Welcome to the Under Controllers podcast. I'm Jake. Whichever one of
I'm
you.
Jace.
And I'm Sim.
I forgot what we were doing.
And I am in the year.
It's on the here.
Yup.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into the podcast. We've got some very interesting topics, as you can already see, that we've talked about so far. We hope that you enjoy it. I just want to quickly say, like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead down in the comment section. Let us know what color each month is to you. Just let us know. Just make us a list in the comment section. So Sims, you want to go ahead and explain your little inside joke of being on the here?
Alrighty. So whenever we were getting set up for this podcast,
Literally like 10
it
minutes ago.
not going well. And usually whenever Jake gets flustered, his grammar starts to dwindle.
More of I devote too much brain power to figuring out what the problem is that
Mhm.
my speech suffers and my
And
sentence
so
making does not work.
we're on Discord, and I'm like sitting in Discord chat, and I just hear Jake go, "It's not working." And I said, "What's not working?" And he said, "It's not on the here." And I was like, "I can hear you. I don't know what you mean." And he
What
was like,
what I was talking
"No,
about.
it's not hearing."
What I was talking about, and I didn't realize I was saying it out loud, was my mic was not picking up in OBS. My OBS like automatically reset my mic to not a mic. So I had to go in to settings manually and make it be the microphone that I'm using. And I was confused of why it wasn't working. So Chase,
So
that's
yeah,
what you
I
missed
was,
while you were having your mic problems of your own.
yeah.
Uh
So I'm gonna start off with a
well hang on. I want to
uh
before you get started, Sims, I did want to go back to what Chase was talking about you guys have been it's been 15 years since you guys were in kindergarten.
oh
I was getting my hair cut today, and I was talking to the guy, and I was telling him a story about whenever I was in high school, whenever I was a senior, and it hit me. I was like, "Oh wow, I've been out of high school for 6 years," and
Yeah, man.
he just
mhm.
said, yeah, time gets away from you like that." I was like, I literally said that. I said, I graduated in 2017, so I guess that's 6 years ago. I was like, "Oh man, I'm halfway to a 10-year class reunion." I just realized, and you guys are halfway to a class reunion now too.
Haha, joke's on you. We're never having one of those.
Peyton's the one that's supposed to plan that, aren't you?
Yep.
So, wait, Sims, you were the president of your class?
Yeah.
Really?
It was
I can't.
valedictorian, wasn't you?
Yeah.
No, no,
I
no. It's
was
not
class
valedictorian. It's the
president,
Oh,
president.
he
valedictorian,
was class
all that
president.
stuff. But
Also, Sims, I think that
I,
you were the first in history to not only be valedictorian, but to be co-valedictorian. We had two
yep.
valedictorians the year that Chase and Sims graduated.
And the other one is also a member of the Under Controller
Well,
squad, kinda.
kind of, sort of. Brennan was the other one. I forgot about that. Yeah, you and Brennan were the two
Hmm.
valedictorians. That was
Yep.
crazy because I remember the principal getting up and making the speech that says, "Never in the history of our school have we had two valedictorians," and also it's so fitting that they're both friends too.
And it was crazy because I remember getting called to his office that day, and he was like, "We've been to 5 decimal points, and none of it, like, no one goes over the other." And I was like, "Don't worry, homie. We took out our calculator. It goes to 10 decimal places and doesn't change." And I was like,
10 decimal places, and y'all still had the same exact
"QPA."
GPA. That's so crazy to me.
Yeah, it was wild, wild times at our
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 high
boys,
school.
school.
our boys were just straight up cheating off of each other, word for
Yeah,
word.
that was, and the funny thing was, like, he took dual enrollment classes,
Mhm.
so like he had more classes than me too, and it's still like he had more classes than
And that's
our
what was so
GPA was still
crazy.
the exact same.
That's what was so crazy about the dual enrollment classes through the college, the junior college that we took them through, was that whatever grade you made, they added 10 points to it. So if you made a 100
Mm,
in the class, they added 10 extra points to that when they
you'd have like
calculated your GPA.
110.
You couldn't actually have that, but they would calculate it in like that. And I thought
Yeah.
that was just so crazy because and that was the hard thing for me in my class was that I was 10th. I think I was number 10 in my class. And the people that were all ahead of me, the people in the top 5, they all took classes like that. Literally, they started their 10th grade year taking classes for that. And then they took them all through 11th grade and 12th grade. Me, I took them in 12th grade. I took them my senior. I took like 3 classes my senior year that were dual enrollment classes. But that was just to keep my number because I knew that there were people below me that would have shot up because they would have got even though I might have made better than them in the actual classes that we took at school, if they had gotten, 100 in a class there, it would bump their GPA up a lot higher than mine. So
Hmm.
that's the reason that I took dual enrollment classes, which I
See,
strongly
and
recommend anybody who's going to college or going to high school right now. If you're in the 11th grade, go ahead and sign up for some dual enrollment classes. I wish that I had taken more while I was in high school. You can get college algebra out of the way. You can get English Comp 1, Comp 2 out of the way, like Western Civ, any of your basic general studies classes. You can go ahead and get them out of the way and, go ahead and be a little bit higher up whenever you get into college itself.
on the flip side, I took 0 of them.
Did anybody else in your did just nobody in your grade care about being in top 10 like that?
No, a bunch of people did take them. It was
Really?
just like my don't mean to brag or
There
anything,
hang on.
but
I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. There were several people that took those classes, but they still didn't do as what because I know there were a lot of people that were having trouble with the college classes that year that you
hmm
graduated. I remember that.
because the one that I was gonna take was Western Civ,
Mhm.
and nothing against the teacher, not saying anything's wrong, but the teacher who was supposed to be teaching it was pregnant, so she was out. So they had like a sub teaching us this class, but he wasn't really teaching it.
Mhm.
Like it was like a 30 slide PowerPoint that he was supposed to like teach us, and he was just like, all right, he would like read the title of every slide and like click the next slide. It was like a 30 slide PowerPoint in like 10 minutes.
Wow.
He'd be like, "All right, we're gonna talk about like 1800s to 1900s," and he'd be like, "All right, you got Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great," like click, 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 click,
Jeez.
click, 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 click. Which like I'm very like that's one thing that I'm like kind of grateful for was the like Western Civ or World Civilization class that I took at the college or the university that I went to. I absolutely loved the teacher.
Mhm.
Like he was incredible. He's like probably one of my favorite like teachers there. He was incredible. Um, so I was kind of happy that I did drop out of that class and got to take the teacher that I did because he was really cool and he really explained it and he really had a passion for what he teaches.
The problem that I had with my Western Civ class is whenever I went and signed up for my classes, uh, I wanted it to be I think I signed up for a hybrid class, and what it is, it's like you meet once a month, and then
Mhm.
you meet once a month, and then everything else is online. Okay, so I get my schedule, I look at it, I go into my class, and the first thing on the heading says, "Welcome to Western Civilization One dash online." So when I read that, I interpreted it as, okay, maybe they didn't have enough people to do the hybrid class, so they just kicked everybody into an online class. Or like maybe, well, like I said, maybe they just didn't have enough people, or like maybe that class was full, so they just put me in an all online class. I was like, okay, yeah, cool, I can do this. So I go through, I turn in all my assignments because the way that it works is that your assignments, if you don't turn them in, that counts as uh what's the word absences. So I do my
Okay.
assignments, I turn it in. I'm thinking nothing of it. I'm doing decent in class. First, I get a message at one point that says, I remember what it was. I get a message across my like school thing. And this is when I was actually in college. I wasn't in high school anymore. I was actually in college. I get a message across my little app that says, "Hey, you missed a class meeting. You need to go to," basically chastised me saying, "Hey, you need to go to class." And I was like, "I've made every single lecture that I'm supposed to take. I don't understand what happened." And I look at it and it says, I said, "What class did I miss?" And I click on it, it says Western Civ 1. I was like, it hit me, oh my gosh, it is a hybrid class. I just didn't know.
Mhm.
I was stupid. It just said dash online at the top, and I thought that I was in an online class. And I missed a test that first meeting.
Oh,
So they were like, well, you know, you can't go to the guy's office and retake the test. So like you can either go to one of the four other locations. Because see, this the way this one works is that the school has like several different campuses. So there's the main campus, and they've got branch campuses in several of the counties, surrounding counties. And I was set up to go to the one in my county. And then these people were like, well, you can go to this one that's like an hour north, or like here's one that's an hour and a half south. And I was just like, no, I'll just drop the class. So I dropped the class and I picked up another one, a little 8-week class. That was my problem with Western Civ.
whatever works, works.
Yeah. Hey, it worked out for me in the end. Chase, I feel like we have not let you talk at all. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I don't really have a dog in this fight.
You could talk about the really cool college that you wanted to go to.
Uh,
It was pretty neat. You don't have to.
it was a pretty neat. It was a pretty neat one. It was up in Utah. I can't remember what the name of it was
I
anymore.
don't remember what it was either, but it was really cool.
Hey, Utah's where I got married. It's a small world.
Chase almost went to college there.
What a small world.
I've been there before in Utah.
Really? What part of Utah?
Wherever Frontier Days is.
It was
I
in
have no
Salt Lake.
idea.
It was in Salt Lake
Uh,
City.
That's
I remember
that's
that.
a lot north.
Hang on, wait a minute. Let me make sure that wait, hang on. I've been to Wyoming. Never mind. I've not been to Utah. I've been to Wyoming. My bad.
Dude,
Midwest.
come on.
Midwest. Midwest. It's in the Midwest. That's what
Come
threw me off.
on.
Utah
Two
part of Four Corners, ain't
completely
it?
different states.
Never mind. Yeah. Yeah. No. Why? I was thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute. Cheyenne. Cheyenne's not in Utah. It's in Wyoming. It's like, wait a minute. Yeah. No. Never mind. I've been to Wyoming. My bad. Frontier Days in Cheyenne.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was one of the farthest people out that was gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
There was like one guy that lived in Alabama, like 2 hours away from us, pretty much.
That was gonna beat you, huh?
Yeah, yeah. He just
Hmm.
had to outdo me.
Just had to live a little bit further.
And that was Chase's final decision. He was like, you know what? You gotta do it to me. I ain't coming no more.
Yeah, I heard that dude's voice, and I was like, "There's no way that they're gonna think that he's farther south than I am," because
Chase
we
with
got
his
a
full
unique
grown
one.
beard. He's like, hey, listen here, buddy. This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
Only one Southern man may enter, and one can leave.
And
Yeehaw, brother!
and Chase decided he had yeed his last haul and decided to stay home. Oh man. All right, Sims, you said you had something to talk about. Go ahead.
Yes.
I cut
So
you
I
off
have,
like 30 minutes ago. What's
no,
up?
it's okay. I have something that is going to change both of you's lives
Okay.
entirely.
Okay.
And there is a 50% chance that this will 100% chance change your life. Alrighty. So everyone knows the game at the end of our podcast, correct?
Yeah.
So I should say I got it from listening to another podcast called the Compound Podcast.
Right. It's a baseball
Done by
podcast,
Ian
right?
Happ. Yeah, it's a baseball podcast. And at the end of their podcast, they do what they call slowing screen time.
Mm-hmm.
It's somewhere you can go on your phone in the settings. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. You can pull up like how long you've been on your phone that day.
Yes. Yes,
So I was like, what up?
I get a report every Sunday. Like it sends me a little notification every Sunday that's like, hey, here's
Yeah.
how many hours you spent on your phone.
It's like
You can go
screen
into the
time or
settings
whatever.
and check like a certain day.
Yes.
But I was like, I don't want to copy that completely. Like, And
Right.
Sloan's the company that is sponsored by. We're not sponsored by Sloan. So, excuse me. With Cubs spring training starting, they play at Sloan Field.
Mm-hmm.
Do either of you know what the company Sloan is?
No, I have no clue.
Do you
Sounds
know,
like
Chase?
it sounds like overseas, like Sweden.
No. It's an automatic toilet flushers.
Oh, I thought you said where is it from?
No. Do you know like what the company is? Sloan.
What
Oh, I
Sloan
have
the
no
company
idea what
is?
it's
No.
for.
Yeah. It's automatic toilet flushers.
Okay.
And prior to like me ever like because like one podcast they were like, man, it was them joking around, but they were like, if it's not a Sloan toilet, I'm not gonna use it.
Okay.
And now like everywhere I go, like I'll be in like some random gas station bathroom. I'll look at the toilet. I'll be like, "This isn't Sloan. I can't use it. Got to go somewhere else."
Mm.
But I'm like, it's crazy because prior to this, I would have never looked at like what brand
Of a
toilet
toilet.
I was
Yeah.
peeing in. But now, like everywhere I go, there's like all these different brand toilets, and I'm
Huh.
like, I have opened my eyes to something I would never have imagined before.
You want to know what else is really cool about that? If you look somewhere on the back of it, it'll tell you how many gallons it uses per flush as well. How many
Would
gallons
you
of
look
water?
at that?
How many gallons of water it uses. I learned that whenever I was in my my architecture class.
Hmm.
Another fun fact. You want to know what we call them? What we call toilets in architecture?
Um, John
No.
Oval
We,
Offices.
we call it a water closet.
Oh, have you ever heard the thing
Interesting.
about in ancient Rome, I think it might have been, what their toilets were like?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Oh
They're
I,
wait.
just a
I I've
room.
like seen pictures of it. Yeah, it's like rooms. There's
It's
like
like
no like dividers between the toilets, so it's
no,
like
no, no.
everyone just
It's
goes
just,
and like sits in a circle.
Is
it's
that?
just you and a homie sitting on a toilet next to each other taking a duke together.
Yeah,
I was gonna
I'm not
say.
we're
even
gonna have to
playing.
I
we're
was
gonna
gonna
have to
say.
find the picture and you're gonna have to put it in.
Is it? Yeah, text it to me and I'll put it in. Is that like is that kind of like what they have in Australia? I've heard that like some place in Australia instead of like urinals they have it's just like a wall that you it's like a metal wall that you pee on or something. I've heard a story about that before.
Let me here. I got a picture of it that I'm
Just send it in Discord
that
and
I'm
I'll
yeah I'm gonna send in the Discord.
yeah send it. Hang on, I can pull it up on my phone and look at it and then I'll put it up on screen. No, I don't. I've got no clue what you guys are talking about like at all.
Okay, I'm gonna send one picture of what it. Okay, I'm gonna send one picture of basically what it's like for everybody to be in the room together. It's
Okay.
their drawing picture.
Okay.
It's an in. This is
Are you
for
sending it in
instruct.
Discord?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it in Discord.
This is for educational purposes only. You're just
How
gonna
do
send it in
you-
general.
Yeah,
Tyler's
yeah, I'm
gonna
gonna send it.
Tyler's gonna open up the Discord and be like, "What the heck are they talking about?"
Upload file. Here we go.
Let's be honest. Tyler's gonna look at it and be like, "Chase sent it." That's about right.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is like
bruh.
the exact picture I've seen before.
Oh,
Yeah,
why are they holding spoons?
they they scoop water into it.
Okay.
Yeah, they scoop water from that tub right there into it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I get that. I see that.
Also, it was a real problem because they didn't have actual like
Plumbing.
architectural plumbing,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
methane gas would just build up in
I was
there.
Yeah.
about to say there was no
Better not strike a
ventilation,
match
so
in
it
there.
smelled
Yeah,
incredibly awful.
like I think people were known to like explode on the toilet, and people would just have to go in there and pray.
That's it brings a whole new meaning to
They
blowing the bathroom up.
yeah, they exploded in a
Golly.
different way.
Um
truly explosive
I
diarrhea.
was about to say that's about like frigging the old urinals that people used to have. Of it's just a trough, and like it's nothing for you and another homie that you don't even know to just go in there in peace, standing side by side into a trough.
Yeah, like at the
I
baseball games.
I'm glad those don't exist anymore. Like that.
You pee on the
Uh
ice.
I don't I don't wanna see that. I don't-
I feel like Jake has some like secret locked away memory that we're about to unlock here.
No, just anytime I go to the bathroom, I always go in the stall because even if I'm just peeing, I go to the stall because still have trauma from going to high school because of the unwashed miscreants we went to school with that.
Yeah, sure.
And I think everyone can relate to that. Like literally the boys' bathroom is awful anytime other than during class. And you know, most of the time teachers won't let you go during class. So you'd have to go at
Hmm.
break or at recess, and you know, it's just a madhouse in there. Not fun.
You say recess, like in high school you have recess.
I mean, I'm talking about like as a kid, recess, break, or then in high school break. You know, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Break was recess basically, except you just didn't run around and play. It's the same concept. It gives the teachers their 15-minute break for the day, and
Mm,
us.
piece like that. Lunch was my favorite part of the day.
I agree. I agree. People always ask me why do I eat so fast. And I said, well, back in the day, I only had like 20 minutes for lunch at school, so
Yeah.
like you know, you kind of learn to eat fast.
On a good day,
Yeah.
good 20 minutes.
And then also you want to talk to your friends the whole time. So it's like you hurry up, you eat,
Mhm.
and then you talk.
Mhm.
And see, a lot of schools they don't do lunch the way that we did lunch, where lunch is like the whole class like literally marches almost to lunch together. You sit at one table. You don't get to just go pick wherever you sit and sit with your friends. You have to sit at the table with your class. Now, some teachers were lenient with it, and other teachers were like dogmatic of you do not get up from this table. This is the table we're sitting at. Do not move. So if you didn't have friends in the
Mhm.
class, you know, you were stuck sitting with people that you really didn't care for,
Yep.
which happened to me a couple times, but oh well.
Which also sometimes like if you I would go like sit with like somebody else and then my class would have been left for like 30 minutes. I'd
Oh
be like,
yeah.
all right, cool.
I did that so many
I'm just
times.
staying here.
I did that so many times.
Like I ain't going to class now because I'm stupid walking in
Yeah.
30 minutes after.
Yeah. And we had one class that always split lunch. So it's like it was the same class. We'd have class for like X amount of time. Then we'd go to lunch. Then we'd come back and finish the class, and then go to the last class for the
Mhm.
day after that. So it was really we were on what's called block schedule. We didn't have periods. So if you have like I think 7 periods in a day, we had block. Whereas you had 4 classes a day, but the classes lasted for like an hour and a half or
No,
something
they
like
were
that.
2 hours.
Really, 2 hours? Good lord.
Yeah, because
Because
it
you
was
had to
like
fill 8 hours.
it was like yeah, it was like
Yeah.
8
Yeah.
to 10 and then like
Yeah.
10
You're
to
right.
12 and you'd have lunch.
Yeah.
No,
No, it couldn't. No. It wasn't it wasn't 8 hours. I don't think because that would have been 8 to 5.
well, you'd have your 15 minute.
School is 8 hours long.
Is it? How?
It's from 8
To 3,
a.m. to 3.
and 8 to 5 is 9.
Were they like hour and 30 minutes and
I think
stuff?
they were an hour and 30 minutes because
Because
because see,
that gives you
I work
45 minutes
I work 8 hours a day.
or
I go to work at 8. I get off at 5. I take out an hour for lunch. That would still be 4 o'clock.
yeah.
I think school technically starts at 7. Like that's when everybody can start arriving.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, all right, I'll give you that one. I thought what I was taking is in like what time does school legitimately start, which was 8 o'clock. Technically 7:45 for us, but 8 o'clock.
And like it wasn't exactly like 10 and then the next class started at
Yeah,
10. You had like a 15 or like 10 minutes gap to
yeah,
walk.
yeah. Oh, hey Chase, talk for us real quick.
Yeah,
Oh, hey, your mic's messing up again.
Yeah,
buddy.
you're vibrating, dog.
Did you
I'm
bump?
hitting new ones.
Did you bump something? Hey, wait, Chase, just unplug it. Unplug it right there where you're sitting at. Like literally unplug it from the
All
bottom of
right.
the microphone and then plug it back in.
I unplugged it from the bottom and plugged it back in.
That fixed it.
Okay.
If it does it again, we just know. Don't touch your mic, Chase. Whatever you do, don't touch your mic.
Don't talk into your mic either.
Chase got a new microphone that he's trying out, and we're having some issues with it. If you can't tell, it's doing it again already.
What the F, bro?
You might have to go pull out the snowball after all.
I'm gonna set the cord's setting in a weird way. Okay.
It's
All
still
right.
doing it. Oh wait, go talk again.
Okay.
Okay, you're good now.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
It's good.
The cord was sitting beside my leg, and I think I accidentally pulled it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, yeah, I got you. Okay, so I have okay. Well, first of all, I have something that I want to bring up. This would fall kind of in like a news category, but it's more of a warning. The Nintendo 3DS eShop and the Nintendo Wii U eShop is shutting down March 27th, 2023. This is not new news. People already knew this. People knew this was coming in 2022 still. That being said, if you have any Pokemon that are in a Gen 4 game or a Gen 5 game, or any game after that that's not I guess Gen 6 and Gen 7, those games, that would be XY and Sun and Moon, right, Sims? Because 5 is black and white,
Yeah.
6 is X and Y, 7 is Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon. If you have any Pokemon in those games, and also Oraz, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, Oraz, those. If you have any Pokemon in those games, I encourage you, like right now, go download Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Transporter, and go ahead and pay the $5 for the subscription to Pokemon Bank. Because if you do not do this, you will not be able to transfer Pokemon anymore when it's free. You can off of X and Y, but you cannot off of Black and White. I think it'll lock you out if you don't have the paid for subscription for it. What you have to do to transfer stuff off of Pokemon Black, uh, Black, White, Black 2, and White 2, you have to download Pokemon Bank. You have to put in a Gen 6 game or Gen 7 game, go through Pokemon Bank, and then tell it you want to download Poke Transporter. You have to, it's in the options. You just go down there, you download it, and then you can take things out of your Gen 5 game. I have been having a world of fun, air quotes around fun, the past 2
I was about
days.
to ask if you had gotten them all transferred over.
I have not gotten them all transferred over, but I got the ones that matter the most to me right now. I'm just gonna go through and get the other
You got your
things.
Charizard.
I got my Charizard. My Charizard is in Pokemon Bank right now, and I need to move him up to. I need to move him into Home, and then go ahead and move him into Sword and Shield whenever I can. No,
Nice. You should just Wonder Trade in Bank.
doesn't Wonder Trade send it to literally anybody in the world? I'm not doing
Yep.
that. Sims, I know what
You
Wonder
probably
Trade
get
is.
like a Magikarp.
Yeah, I'll get a level 5 or a level 2 Magikarp back. No, the whole reason is I've got this one Charizard that, and if you guys want to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/noble spelled Nobel 7x777, the link in the description below. I have been streaming. I started this past Thursday streaming Nuzlocke of Pokemon Leaf Green, and the reason I picked Leaf Green is because it was my first Pokemon game. Not the first one I played, but my first personal Pokemon game. I played Blue and Yellow. My brother had those. But Green was my first Pokemon game. And I played it for hours, years, days. I got one Charizard in there, and I leveled it up all the way to level 100, and it has gone with me from Leaf Green up to Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I think. Because, yeah, I didn't put it in Diamond and Pearl. All the way up to Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Well, Heart Gold is the one I had. Moved it all the way into Pokemon Black version, and it has stayed in Black version ever since Black came out. I didn't move it into X and Y. I didn't move it into Bank. I was like, I'll do it later. Every single time I was like, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Well, it's time for later now because it literally shuts down next month. Now, I believe the way that it works, you can read an article and make sure it's really easy to find. Just go in there and Google about it. Just go on Google and type it up. If you have downloaded Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Transporter, and you have bought a subscription to Pokemon Bank before it shuts down, you should have no issues. You're grandfathered in. You can still use Pokemon Bank. You can still use Pokemon Transport. You can transport all your Pokemon into Pokemon Bank and then transfer them into Pokemon Home. But if you wait until after March 27th, you cannot access the eShop to download Pokemon Bank or Pokemon Transporter. So even if you have Bank, go ahead and go download Pokemon Transporter. Also, if you want to get Pokemon Dream Radar, go ahead and go get that too. There's some other videos on YouTube that tell you what you should download before the shop goes down. But if you guys have any precious Pokemon in any of those games, I encourage you don't wait anymore. I just started the tedious task of having to move everything because literally what you have to do, you have to go into Pokemon Transfer or to Pokemon Transporter with your. What I'm having to do is go into the transporter with Black version in my DS, pick only box 1, so I have to literally move everything in each individual box into box 1, select box 1, and then tell it to move it to Pokemon Bank. Then I have to exit out of Transporter, take Black out of the take Pokemon Black's cartridge out, put in Pokemon Y, boot up Pokemon Bank. Then I can use, it's a tool that lets you select everything in there and move it into a box, rinse, and repeat. It's tedious. Very tedious. But it's going to be worth it at the end of the day. I'll have all of the Pokemon that I've ever caught in there. So, pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I think it's
Moving
kind of
on.
weird when they shut down apps and stuff like that. Like even with the Rockstar app shutting down the GTA
Yeah,
stuff.
like we can't edit
Mhm.
our emblem now, our crew emblem, which I'm really
Yeah.
upset about.
Moving on to the Nuzlocke though. It's time for you to answer the question that people want to know, Jake.
Is it why I didn't name something after you, Sims? Is that what the question is?
No,
Which question is it?
it's when is the next stream going to be?
It will be this Thursday.
And the question about that stream, will we get a time?
No.
The people want it.
You are the only one that wants it. And what do you want a timer for? It's not a
The
speed
people
run.
want the timer.
The people, you are not the people. You are a person. A person wants
No.
a timer, and it's you. And
This is what
I don't need a timer. It's not a speed run. Gosh.
the people
You ask that
want a
every single
timer.
stream about every single game I play. Can we get a timer? What do you need it for? If it was a speed run, yes, you would have a timer.
The people want a timer.
Good Lord. I'm
You
gonna
know how
wait.
many more views it will get if you just put a timer on it? It'll be
None.
like, oh, you're trying. Yes,
No.
yes.
It's not a. If they do, they're gonna think it's a speed run. They're gonna click on and be like, "Oh, this isn't a speed run," and then click off.
Nah, they're gonna click it and be like, oh, this dude needs some help. Like, this is first time speedrunning. He's not doing too well. They're
So
gonna be
you
like,
just want me to clickbait, is what you're saying?
it's gonna be like offering tips in the chat. They're gonna be like, "Hey man, you know you could speed up by doing."
And then I'm like,
You
"Oh,
pick
I could
Charmander.
speed up by doing this, and then hold down the trigger on my controller and just just use my speed up."
It's like,
Um,
holy crap! I never knew.
I was actually gonna wait till the next stream whenever you go in chat and ask timer question mark. I was just gonna be like, Sims, if you weren't a mod and you weren't my friend, I might would ban you.
Just time him out.
But or time you out because hey, you want a timer? Here's your
There's your
timer.
timer.
It's a timeout. Oh
We
man,
all know you can't do that after the last incident on stream.
what was the last incident on stream? What you did?
I don't think we should talk about
Yeah, I found out I
it.
can't delete my mods' messages, so I just have to clear the chat.
I can't delete them either.
I
You can too delete your own
No,
messages.
I couldn't. I promise. I tried everything and I couldn't
I
figure out
did
how to
too. The only
delete my
thing I
own
figured out
message.
what to do was just to wipe the chat. That's the only thing I could do. And I
I think
think
I can delete another mods, but I can't delete yours.
yeah. Mods can delete messages.
Or
I
I
don't
can
know if you can delete your own or each other's messages. We might just have to test that out on stream next time, just to see, if it works. Because yeah, that needs to be taken care of.
Yeah.
And my boy got demonetized and banned all in the same chat
Oh gosh, I
cycle.
hope I did. Oh dang, hang on, I need to check that. I hope I didn't.
Wait, what?
Hang on now. I don't think I'm. No, I'm not. I don't
No,
think I'm
because you
responsible.
screamed yesterday.
I don't. Well, hang on. I don't think I'm responsible. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. I was about to say I don't think I'm responsible for what people send in chat.
What happened?
You know what you did, Sims?
What I did?
What when I was streaming Legend of Zelda? The message
Oh,
you're talking about, we couldn't delete.
yeah.
That
No,
one.
I thought you said yesterday, and I was like, I
No, no,
didn't
no.
send
See,
anything yesterday.
Chase said that I did not get demonetized and banned because I was able to stream yesterday. Is what he meant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Back to y'all not using English.
Hey, me and Chase understood each other
Damn.
just fine
Yeah.
in our caveman grunts and
Sure.
language.
Ooh.
Right there with you, brother.
But back to the original question.
Which one?
Why is nothing named after me yet?
Well, Sims, the last Pokemon I named after a friend died, which was
I still,
completely my fault.
yeah.
So first and foremost, it took us 4 attempts to even get past the rival fight because the Charmander kept critting my Bulbasaur.
See,
We went,
that's another thing. You added a reset counter,
yeah.
but you didn't add a timer.
I'm,
Come on.
I'm not dealing with that anymore. I also didn't add a deaths either, a deaths counter. So I've got a box for
Yeah,
that. So I've got a box.
it would
I've got
be.
a
Yeah,
death box.
it would be funny if like somewhere on there you had like fallen soldiers, and it was just like
I
all your
might
ones
actually
that
do
have
that.
died.
Yeah, I might actually put that on there, like fallen soldier or number of fallen soldiers. Well,
Yeah,
I guess I could just put fallen mons
and then
or
beside that you can put the timer.
I'm gonna ban you from my from my Twitch chat. I'm
Removed
kidding.
the Discord right now.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You just see Sims disconnect.
Bling.
It's like,
Um, but yeah. So it took us 4 attempts to get past the rival fight because the frigging Charmander kept critting off a scratch. It happened literally 3 times in a row, and then finally I think the last time we got a crit. And it was so bad because we really wanted a female Bulbasaur so we could name it Bulmasaur, and we got it, and then immediately had to reset. I was really upset.
it's gonna be really funny whenever you get a shiny and it dies.
Dies immediately, or I accidentally kill it. Yeah. But
It'll Vada
Chase,
Kedavra itself.
I named my starter Chase, and the whole gimmick of the Nuzlocke is I'm naming Pokemon terribly. Like I'm taking normal names but spelling them completely wrong because that it's funny. It's hilarious in my mind. So I named it Chase, and while we were going through Mount Moon, a Rattata might have crit on a Hyper Fang and killed my starter. So yeah,
Awful.
it sucked. It was really bad.
That's ground for reset.
I honestly did like my whole energy changed. Like you can ask Chase. Like I was super excited. I was happy. I was having a good time. The second I saw my starter die, I was like, I don't even want to play anymore. I I honestly just want to reset. And like that's the mindset I've had ever since of it like ever since that part I was like if the run's over, it's over. I'm fine. I don't care. I'm not going to be mad. I'll just start over so I'll have my starter again. But oh, I also learned something else terrible cuz I lost a Diglett to a Doug Trio in Diglett Pass or Diglett Cave. Uh Repel does not work the way I thought it worked. I thought Repel just,
Okay.
huh?
Your repel only works on in grass, I think.
No, it works in Diglett
No.
Cave. The way repel works is it repels Pokemon that are lower leveled than the first Pokemon in your party. My Diglett was 22 or 23. I think the highest level of Diglett in there is around 20 or 21. So it kept all of those away. But there are a few floating Doug Trio in there that are like level 28 to 30. When I was coming back, I had repel and I did not realize that that's the way repel worked. So I met a Doug Trio. I was like, wait, what? And I thought that it just like could go through repel or something. And I lost my Diglett to a Doug Trio just because it hit
Hmm.
much harder than mine did, than the Dugtrio hit harder than my Diglett did, and then I sent in.
Dang.
I had to basically sack the Diglett, and also Arena Trap, so I couldn't switch out and swap to something else that could have tanked the attack. So yeah, I lost my Diglett there. After I beat Lieutenant Surge, though, at least I beat Lieutenant Surge, and then technically the Diglett kind of had outlived its usefulness, so it was okay.
It was just funny whenever you were like, Bulbasaur were so good. It's super effective against this
Yeah,
gym, this
I
gym,
went
this gym,
through
this
the
gym, this gym,
whole
this gym.
spiel of why I'm picking Bulbasaur, and
You get 2 gyms in.
I didn't even get 2 gyms in.
Hmm.
It died in Mount Moon on the
Yeah,
way to the second gym.
I lost service around like somewhere in that point between you like catching the 4th Pokemon
Yeah,
and like you getting the 3rd badge. I lost service, so
yeah.
I need to go back and watch it.
Yeah, I just remember Sims came in and was like, I just got service back. What happened to Bulbasaur? I was like, mistakes were made, Sims. Mistakes were made. It really, really, really sucked. I'm not kidding. I was so upset with myself going to bed last night. I was so upset. Like I was mad at myself and like just like I can't believe I've been watching all of these Pokemon challenges videos. I've been watching every single one of Jan's videos, listening to him react to other
Yeah,
people playing. I was like, play around crits. Be sure you heal. Bring healing items if you're playing with items. It's like just all these things, just soaking it up. It's like, be sure you do calculations. Make sure you're not dead to crit here. Um, what was the other one? It's like, use pivot moves on things. I'm like, okay, I can do this. And then I just, I forgot all about the fact that at that point or at that level Rattata has Hyper Fang. Also, I wasn't watching trainers either. Like I was not looking up trainers, and it's been a long time since I've played this game, so it's like I don't remember what every trainer has anymore. So like I have to like keep a guide up as I'm going through now to make sure that like okay this guy has this. So yeah, I think I've come to a more of a realization of the run's not over until the run's over. So I'm going to play the run with the hand I've been dealt until I lose every single Pokemon in my party. We're gonna build the best party we can, and we're gonna go as far as we can. If we have to reset, that's okay. But we're gonna go as far as we can with the team we've got. That's my mindset on it now. I'm not in the headset I was last night where I was like, okay, if I frigging lose the run, I'm okay. I get a new starter. It's like I want the run to end. Now it's like we're gonna do this. That's my whole spiel. I'm done. Finally, Chase. By the way, you're muted. If I don't know if
Am I?
yeah, you were for a second. I didn't know if you did that on purpose
good
or not.
little symbol.
Yeah, I was looking for my password.
On to other matter, the previous stream with MLB The Show 23 has been edited.
Sims has edited it, all on his phone, mind
Yeah,
you.
that video will be coming out sooner or later.
Yes, as soon as he's gonna send it to me on Google Drive, and all I gotta do is download it, put on the outro thing, and then upload it, and it's ready to go. That's
I
literally all
want
I've
you
got to
to
do.
watch it and make sure like it's an okay video before you just post it. Because I'm
Okay,
afraid it's gonna be like crap. I'm gonna be like, dude, this is awful.
I mean, you see the way I edit things, so I mean, you guys don't really say anything
Yeah,
about what I do. But also,
I
Sims is
tried
about to
my
get his
best.
computer too, so you're about to be able to pick up a
Hmm.
lot of editing too.
I was about to say I was about to think about that too. Because I'll also be getting a computer soon. So
I'm so excited. Like it's been a long time coming. I'm not lying, guys. It's been tough having to having to edit stuff. Oh
I'm
man.
really excited too. Like
Yeah.
I'm really excited to get my computer to be able to edit first off and like to stream.
Mhm.
I was gonna talk to you about that. Like, do you think we should? Do you want to continue to do yours on just like your channel, or do you
So
want to do like a under controller stream?
I wanted to clarify that, and I wish Tyler was here. I wanted to clarify. My stream, like when I stream, my stream is my stream.
Okay.
For me, it's separate. Now, yes, we can collab, and like I said, whenever I had you on Sims, I made sure to put featuring Sims of Under Controllers, and then
Yeah.
also the one that was supposed to happen last night, but Tyler wasn't able to make it. It said featuring Tyler of Under Controllers.
Yeah.
We all work together, but to me, and the reason I want it to be done this way is that I I want, this is gonna sound bad because if our things take off, right? I don't want us to always have to split the under controllers income.
Can you word it differently than if our things take off?
If if we become
When
successful, if
You gotta see where that's a could be
when
confusing.
when we become successful, I don't want us all to have to rely on just the under controllers channel
Yeah,
is the thing. I want
I
us
get
to
that.
have our own avenue of, obviously we work together. We do uh we do the podcast on under controllers. We put gaming stuff together on under controllers. But also it's like if I want to stream a Legend of Zelda game, I want to stream a Legend of Zelda game. And I can do that on Twitch. And we use
Yeah,
YouTube for under controllers. And like I said, I'm completely fine. Like Sims, if you want to play MLB the show, you can stream it on your side and I can stream it on my side. We can do a squad stream. Tyler was
yeah,
talking about wanting to do stuff like that. So, which also, if we want to just have an under controllers Twitch and set that up, we can do it that way and stream stuff
yeah.
together.
I feel
Honestly,
like under controllers Twitch would be like if we're like playing something together.
right, right. Which
Probably be the
if we just want, like, for example, if we decide to play GTA together, Sims, I know you can't, and you're salty about that still. But I
that
could
crap game.
I could record my part of it and stream it. Chase could record his part, and if he wants to stream it, he can stream it, and we can kind of meld it all together for one video to go up on under controllers channel.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that's a discussion I honestly want to have off the podcast, but that's kind of what.
Well, I guess the viewers get to see it.
Yeah. My Twitch stream is my Twitch stream, and that's why I'm kind of
Yeah,
like encouraging you guys of like, hey, you want to pick up and start streaming yourself, you can pick up and stream them yourself. It's kind of
yeah.
just, it's like a side hustle for all of us. A lot of YouTubers have two channels. That's what they
Y'all
do.
better be watching whenever I'm streaming though. If
Yeah,
y'all ain't there,
of
I'll be
course.
like, dog,
As
where
lo-
y'all at?
as long as I'm not streaming myself, yes, I will be there. And if I am streaming, then you're definitely getting rated if you're going longer than me.
It releases on March, I believe the 23rd.
Now, did what computer did you settle on, Sims, or have you still decided?
I am more than likely going to get a Surface Pro
Mm.
2 or Surface Pro, whatever the.
Like I said, just be careful as far as with the streaming stuff goes. It's great. It's much better to have a graphics card. And when I say like
Hmm.
a dedicated graphics card, not just
Yeah,
like an Nvidia or AMD, something like that. Just a
yeah.
dedicated graphics card. Because like I said,
Hmm.
I don't want you to be like me, where I bought my HP Pavilion with a Core i7 processor and thought, oh man, that's all I need to stream and all I need to record, and then sit down and try and record something and it never works
Yeah,
for what you want it to. So
yeah,
yeah, that's the only thing I'm gonna stress to you.
yeah, I
yeah.
got
That's
a
the plan, is to make sure that like it does the stuff I want it to.
Right. Go ahead, Chase.
I have a graphics card coming in for recording and stuff on my Xbox too.
Capture card, you mean,
And
right?
yeah, capture card, my bad.
What
And
what if you don't mind me asking, what capture card are you using currently?
me,
Yeah, well, both of you.
Go ahead, Chase.
Either-
I'd have to look at the capture card I'm getting. I think it's
Did you go Elgato or did you go a different one?
no, I didn't go for the Elgato. Let me see. I ordered it yesterday. Say
Mine is. Let me just 1 second. Let me stand up. Mine is just an Elgato Game Capture HD. Mine is old, Sim, so you probably don't want to go for the one I've got. Mine is
I
like
think, well, I have one that I think is the same one
I was
as
about to say
that.
that should be the same one
But I was
that I
about to
have.
say, I mean, game capture from you doesn't look bad.
No,
So
it looks
like,
pretty decent. I mean, it
I'll
works.
just if yours is like still decently captured footage, then like I'll just use that too.
Yeah, and it works with OBS too. So I mean, it, it's a little tricky to get gameplay to show, but once you get it to work, it's fine.
Yeah.
Chase, did
Yes.
you?
Yeah, so the one I have is, or the one that I'm getting is I don't know if it says the name from it. It's branded by Moyun,
Mhm.
which are the same people I got my mic from too.
Yeah,
But it's a 1080p, 60 FPS, 4K HDMI video capture card.
that sounds
And it
great.
goes to USB Type C, and it's got a microphone HDMI loop,
That's neat.
Hmm.
low
Yeah,
latency.
but that sounds nice.
Yeah, also
Uh,
record the broadcast. It was like 30 bucks,
the
$31.98.
the one I want to pick up, like I said, whenever I upgrade my capture card finally, because I'm editing the Excellent Challenge, and I'm flipping back between Sims's phone footage and the camera footage, and the camera footage is god awful. Like compared to the phone footage, it's so
Hmm.
bad. So I kind of want to upgrade the camera next for when we do stuff like that. But also, it would only really serve us for the podcast, and this is what the podcast has turned into, you know. So
Yeah.
what 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 do I really need the camera for? Because we can always use your phone, Sims. Either that or I can just upgrade my phone. So I mean, it's a pain in the behind to get it off your phone onto your computer. At least for me, it is because I'm a Windows because I'm not using a Mac, or yeah, I'm just not, or a MacBook.
Well, like, all right. So I used to have a computer. Obviously, I went to college. I had a computer,
Yeah,
and mine got stolen. And I had a Mac,
it got
and it got
stolen.
stolen. Yeah,
By
yeah.
the
I've
way,
never
Chase, your
told you
mic's
about
messing
that.
up again. No, I don't.
Oh, so
Hang
yeah.
on, let.
So it was like,
Okay, he's fixing it.
my bad.
It's going haywire, Chase.
Weird.
Okay, now
Hold
it's
on.
fine.
That's good now?
Yeah, it's good now.
Yeah.
Sorry about the
Okay.
technical difficulties, guys.
Yeah, I'll have to fix it to where the cord isn't running all honky.
Yeah, I got you. I didn't
But
know
yeah,
your MacBook got stolen, Sims.
yeah. So
Where, when,
this
how?
is this past year. We were going to my wife, one of her friend's house,
Yeah,
and her friend, I'm gonna say where she lives because it's not close to us. She lives like close to Memphis, like close to that
yeah,
area.
yeah.
Um, and my computer, my Mac, was just sitting in my car, and um, the next day I was going off my car. I couldn't find my AirPods, and I couldn't find my Mac. I was like, dang.
Did you
I was
leave the
like,
car
where did I?
unlocked?
I guess I did on
Dang.
accident.
I was worried
Yep.
if like did they bust a window or
But
something.
no, I found my AirPods. They were in my pants pocket, but my Mac is gone.
Wow. Man,
Yeah.
people suck. People really suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like we had a friend in high school that he had his Xbox stolen out of his car. He was like just he went to a friend's house that lived in an apartment complex and it was in his car and then he came back out and it was gone. Yeah, someone
Hmm.
stole his Xbox.
That's why I don't leave valuables in my car anymore. If
Yeah,
I like take my PlayStation somewhere, it comes out of my car. If I take my Switch somewhere,
comes out of your
it
car.
comes out. My AirPods, they come
Mhm.
out.
I
Like,
always try
I
and make
don't leave
sure.
stuff in my car anymore.
I try not to leave anything in my truck ever, but if I do, I make sure like just stick it under the seat or like cover it under a jacket and then
Hmm.
lock the
Put it out of
doors.
plain view.
Yeah, yeah, dude,
Hmm.
I had no idea. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I could have sworn
Did you
that
call the
I told
cops
you.
or like or
Yeah, there's
anything?
like an active police report on it.
Wow.
So like, as I said that like since it came out of your car,
Hmm.
um, that it's like a auto thievery,
Yeah, because
and
that's an
like
extension of your home.
Like
yeah,
Grand Theft Auto.
if it shows up at like a pawn shop or anywhere, they
Hmm.
can find the serial number. Cause like I
Dude,
told them my serial number, so
yeah, dude, that sucks. Like, I'm sorry, Sims. I didn't know about that. I had no
yeah.
clue.
So that's why I don't have a computer currently. But like
Okay.
even whenever I had my Mac, like I didn't love it. It was very wishy-washy in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
I had whichever one like came out in like 2018,
Yeah.
2019, like the newest one.
Yeah.
It didn't have like the M1 or the M2 thing. The M1 and the M2, like they seem pretty cool because like you can play like any app that you can download on your phone,
You
you
can
can
download it on the
also
computer. Yeah.
put on your computer. So like those sound really cool, but they're like really expensive
See,
computers.
I don't understand why people go for Mac or MacBooks and like
hmm
I mean, is Final Cut just that good of an editing software? Is that why people? Because I feel
I
like that's
had
what people use. If someone has a Mac, they're using Final Cut. That's what I've
mhm.
come up with.
I had
But
a Surface Pro in high school, and like I loved it. I
yeah,
loved that thing.
I've
Every
only
day
ever
that
had
I
a
have it,
Windows. I've
had it.
only ever had a
It
Windows
was,
computer.
it was my favorite thing until I got to college, and I was like, you know what? Probably time to
Gonna be
upgrade.
a little
Like,
trendy. Gonna get a Mac.
yeah, everyone had one in college,
Yeah.
so
I I
why
I'm
not me too?
I'm glad that I stuck with Windows because like I like my iPhone, but dadgummit, is it just trickery? So,
hmm
Chase, your mic's going cattywampus again. Just muted himself. He said, "All right, well that
So
fixes it."
I'm
Yes, Chase got a new mic that he's trying out, and we're still working out the kinks. Still getting used to the new
while,
setup.
while Chase
Yeah, it's
works on his
time to
mic.
learn.
Yeah, we're
I'm
all
gonna talk about MLB The Show 23.
go ahead, buddy.
So the feature premiere was this past Thursday. This is wait, we should say this is February 24th. February 24th. I
Yeah, today's
completely
February
stumbled
24th.
over my words there. Um, the feature premiere was yesterday, and dude, this game looks so cool. Like just them showing off this game looks incredible to me.
Mhm.
I'm like so excited for it because like they're doing this new thing. So like um it's like seasons and sets.
Mhm.
So like depending on when a card is released, it's in a certain set. So like the sets are constantly fluctuating
Right.
depending on what season you're in because like it was getting to a point where like somebody would get like Randy Johnson in like the first week the game was released and then use them the entire year where everyone had Randy Johnson because he was the best card in the game.
Mhm.
But like now it's like he's in set one, so once you get to season three, you can't use him anymore.
Right.
And I'm like, that is so cool. Like I'm just so excited about this game.
Yeah.
I
So
can't take
excited.
anyone seriously named Randy Johnson.
Because yeah, I know why. Yeah.
Randy is horny, and Johnson is wiener.
Oh, that's not why. Okay, that's not what I thought. I thought it was another reason.
I was thinking Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, brother.
Oh yeah,
I got
brother.
I got something to talk about right here too.
Go ahead.
Is the heat. Well, as we know, I'm a big fighting games buff. Love fighting games. Been playing them for years and years and years and years and years now.
Definitely think that you need to
And
post a video of that on the channel. Just saying, Chase. Pretty sure that you could get picked up and
yeah,
actually go play professionally. Just saying.
okay,
hmm
so this I am so hyped about because we haven't got Ed Boon. He's the person who makes Mortal Kombat.
Mhm.
Mm.
The other
I
day,
think I saw where you're about to talk
they
about.
leaked Mortal Kombat 12, and
Uh,
Ed Boon, notorious troll, goes on Twitter.
Goes on Twitter and what, Chase?
yeah.
Oh,
Playing around about it.
hang on. Wait, what?
Okay, he makes the Injustice fighting game
Wait,
series,
hang on.
which
Yeah.
is
You like clipped out on me. Wait, what did I miss?
what do you mean?
No,
Oh,
I heard the entire
I know
thing.
what y'all are doing. I hate you guys.
What are you talking
I
about?
know
What are you
exactly
talking
what you
about?
two are doing.
We're really not doing
You guys
anything.
just, you guys just stopped talking for like 5 minutes. and it's
No,
like
he didn't.
he's
talking
an
about the
infamous
Mortal Kombat
troll.
things.
He went on Twitter and then stopped and then just picked up and
No,
started talking.
I'm pretty
I
sure
could
I
hear
finished
Chase
that.
the entire time.
No, I don't trust either of you. I know exactly
I,
what you people are doing.
dude, I
What?
like cross everything. Like I'll tell you, Chase said there was Mortal Kombat 12 leaks, and then Ed Boon on Twitter. Everyone knows he's a troll, so he posted on Twitter. Did y'all hear about the Injustice 3 leak? As a joke.
Chase did
That's
Word
not
what
for
he.
freaking
word.
that I
That's
never
word for word what I said.
no bull crap. You did not say that.
Dude,
I
I'll send you.
swear.
Hold on. Look, I'm sending you the link. I'm copy and pasting it, sending the link
No,
to
no,
the
I don't.
Game Rant article.
No. I don't doubt that that's what's going on. But I don't think. I think that you said notorious troll. He went on Twitter and
No,
No, I
I finished
swear.
talking.
I heard the rest of the sentence.
I
You
never.
didn't.
You'll
I never.
learn
No.
everything.
Okay, then my Discord clipped out. Then either you guys
You're
were
gonna
trolling me or my Discord
you're
clipped
gonna go
out.
back. You're gonna go back and listen to this part, and it's gonna be there, and
No,
you're
it
gonna be
will
like,
not because it
dude,
clipped out. No,
I promise I heard the rest of
because
the
I was
sentence.
listening so attentively. He had me on the edge of my seat. It's like he went online and it's like, did you guys? He went on Twitter and I thought he was
Okay,
pausing for dramatic effect.
but
Mm-mm.
okay,
No,
but let me
I
finish
heard
I
the
this.
trust
rest
you
of
that that happened, but like legitimately, you said, yeah, he's a notorious troll. He went on Twitter and I
I'm
thought you
glad
were
I'm
just
recording this in
pausing.
OBS too.
I thought you were just pausing for effect.
it. I heard what he said. I heard the rest
I
of the
didn't hear
sentence.
it. No, I didn't hear the rest. Okay, so he said, did you guys hear about the Injustice 3 leak?
Yeah, so
Okay, all right.
basically there's a Mortal Kombat 12 leak,
But Ed Boon went on and said, did you
and
guys
Ed
hear
Boon,
about the Injustice
the
3 leak?
notorious troll,
Yeah.
the legend himself, goes on Twitter saying, "You guys heard about the Mortal Kombat 12 leak or the Injustice 3 leak?"
Okay. All right, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm caught up
So
now.
I am super duper hyped for Mortal Kombat 12. Mortal Kombat 11 didn't exactly live up to my hype. It was still a good game though, and Mortal Kombat 10 was beautifully made. I think it's one of the best fighting games.
TBH didn't even realize that they made Mortal Kombat 11. I knew that there was 10. That was the last one I remember. It came out when we were, or when I was in. No, it came out when I was in college, didn't it, Chase?
Mortal Kombat 11 came
10.
out when you were in college.
Wait, I thought that 10 came out like.
Mortal Kombat 10 came out in like 2015, maybe.
Oh dang! I was about to say because I thought that it had came out. Because I remember us playing it whenever after I had graduated, but before I started college.
Yeah,
Because that
Mortal
was
Kombat
whenever. That's
10 came out in
whenever.
2015.
Yeah, that was when we were big into E League. Whenever like we kept whenever that's like every Friday night, when Austin still lived with me, you would come over, and sometimes Tyler would. Sims, I don't think you ever made it over. I think you were always
Mm.
doing other stuff. But you would come over every Friday, and we would every Friday night, or was it? I think it was Saturday night, and we would watch. We'd watch E League.
Yeah, Friday or Saturday was whenever we probably had the baseball game.
Yeah, I think it was Saturday is when they would do E League.
Yeah, but
Excuse
I'm
me.
super hyped for this. Super duper hyped.
Once again, Chase, need to get no, I need you to get some game footage of you you know.
I feel like each of us have our like phases on the channel. So like phase one was like me playing you in the show. That video is coming up soon. Phase two is gonna be like you playing Chase in Mortal Kombat.
No, I'm
And then
not
phase three will be like Tyler playing you and I don't know, some game Tyler's really good
I'm
at and
not
can beat you in.
playing against Chase in Mortal Kombat. I've done that. I did that one time and that was enough.
Yeah, me and Tanner can always play against each other.
Yeah, I think that would be
Tanner,
better.
Tanner's pretty. He's been
Tanner's
playing with me for a while, so he's pretty
Tanner's a
good
lot
in
better than I
comparison.
am. I'm just not good at fighting games. I've never been good at fighting games.
And then there's this Pokemon challenge that I've been wanting to try too.
Or
And buddy, it's a golly wallop. Son.
Yeah, you've been telling me about it, and I don't even want to try it. I
Let me
think
look.
I would try to hardcore Nuzlocke Pokemon Emerald Kaizo before I did that. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Emerald
nah.
Kaizo is too hard for me. I couldn't do that.
Next minute you need to do a randomizer.
Nah. I'll do a randomizer some other time.
Please.
To be honest, after I finish this run, I almost want to rerun Leaf Green again, just so my starter won't die in the first 20 minutes of the
Nah,
game.
you can't do that. Please do random.
I
It's gonna be funny whenever you go to pick a starter and one of them's Mewtwo.
or whenever I run into the first patch of grass and it's Arceus.
Yeah. That could
No,
be funny too.
I think next I just want a regular Nuzlocke Platinum. I think is what's next in my. Like I said, I got to finish this one first. And when I say finish,
Repertoire.
when I say this, when I say finish Leaf Green, I mean like if I wipe at any point, I start Leaf Green over. But if I beat the Nuzlocke in Leaf Green, I'm going to Platinum is the next one I'm doing. And same thing for it.
All right.
That.
So I'm gonna read the rules
Go ahead and
to
read off the rules.
Ironmon.
Ironmon.
Okay, the rule set. Number 1, this is a permadeath run. If your one mon that you get dies, you have to release it. And that's it.
That's a reset.
You restart. You may kill or catch one mon per location / route. So like you would do in a Nuzlocke.
Yep.
That means the only experience in this run you can earn are from trainers and the killing of one Pokemon per route.
So you can't even battle other Pokemon on the route.
Yeah, there is a finite amount of experience possible to earn. However, you do not have to catch the first Pokemon you see. So you are allowed to search around for a bit, making your choice. Number 3, you may only catch 6 Mon for the entire run. If you find a wild shiny, you may catch it, and it doesn't go against the cap or the location, just, for
right
if you're collecting stuff. Number 4, all Pokemon are fully randomized. That means their abilities. I think it's their
their attack and type also randomized.
Not their typing, but their attacks,
Dude, it would be
stats,
hilarious
all of their
if their
stats.
typings were also random.
Yeah, you can, and like whenever it evolves, it might evolve into something different. So like if you started with, I don't know, a Caterpie, then whenever it evolved into Metapod, it might evolve into
Mewtwo.
Yeah, Mewtwo or something crazy,
Okay, fair enough.
But
like Articuno.
Yeah, so.
But if Articuno then reaches the level that like Butterfree would evolve at, does the Articuno then evolve into something else random?
I don't think it can evolve. If it doesn't have an evolution level, then it won't evolve.
I was about to say, I think I see what he's getting at. So, like, if you get stuck with a Tauros, it doesn't have an evolution level, so it doesn't evolve.
Yeah, it'll be a Tauros forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, their locations are randomized. The starting Mon are randomized. Their moveset is randomized. The TM they can learn are randomized. And what they evolve into is randomized. They will evolve into a random Pokemon of the same type they currently are that is near the same base stat total. So that they would evolve into. For instance, an Ivysaur at level 32 will evolve into a random grass or poison type with a base stat total near 525. So Venusaur's base stat
I just got an idea for a Nuzlocke too that just hit me.
Number 5, all Pokemon can learn every HM, so one of your Mon will be relegated to Surf, Fly, Strength duty, HM Slave. However, you may not use an HM in battle, so you can't use like Surf in battle.
Yeah.
Dude, Fly, such a good move.
This is a hard one. All items on the ground
are randomized
outside of key items.
Right.
This includes which TM you receive from trainers. For instance, Brock can give you Earthquake or Thunderbolt or anything else.
Interesting.
The only items you may purchase are Pokeballs and Repels. All healing items must be found to use them. All trainers.
That could be high risk, high reward, because you could be like, oh, this is guaranteed to be a potion, but instead it gives you a max potion. It's just normal.
All trainers and wild Pokemon are at a 50% higher level than they are in the base game.
Good lord.
Lorelei's
What?
first Pokemon is around level 78. The champion's
Ooh.
last Pokemon is around level 94.
Good lord.
You must fight each and every trainer in a gym, not skirting around them to get to the champion. Once you enter a dungeon area, you may not re-enter it a second time. Once you leave a dungeon constitutes as a gym, cave, or building with multiple trainer fights. This exception is the Viridian Forest, which you can enter and exit as many times as you wish. Gyms, you have to beat every trainer inside of them
And the leader
and the leader
in one go.
without leaving for heals.
Oh, dude, that's so rough.
Silphco is another one of them that you can't leave.
There's a bed
So
there
you
at
need
least.
you need to be very careful how many trainers you face because it's long and you
There's
can't leave and come back.
there's a bed in there that you can heal in though
Yeah.
in Silphco, so it's not as bad.
Hmm.
Good lord. I don't know what would be
You
harder.
I was
you
about to say,
cannot use legendaries. You cannot. You have to use set only battles.
Yep. That's kind of
You cannot stop a Pokemon from evolving. You must pick your starter randomly, so you pick left, middle, or right before seeing them.
Right.
And if you white out, the game is over.
Yep. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. I don't have the patience for that.
Yeah. So every single encounter has the chance to end your run because Perish Song, Destiny Bond, Explosion, and Self Destruct are all things that can wipe out your entire thing.
Yep.
And I also seen one of the big problems was you can randomize into a Shed Ninja, or somebody can
Oh,
randomize into a
yeah.
Shed Ninja, and you can very likely not have an ability or a move to hit Shed Ninja.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's all the rules to it.
could you imagine if it's Shuckle and he just tanks you?
He puts the elbow on you.
At least
Shuckle is
Shuckle with like freaking
toxic.
earthquake or
I
something.
was about to say toxic,
Toxic body. So like your
but not
attack
even toxic body, just toxic, something that boosts. I can't remember what I think iron defense, maybe something that boosts its defense, and then rollout. I think is what the one in Emerald Kaizo has, and it's ridiculous to
Nah.
have to fight against.
First person you run into has Fear Rattata.
Oh no! What did
Level 1 Rattata with Focus Sash. And,
I think that I think in Ludwig's
attack.
I think in Mogul Platinum, Ludwig's Mogul Platinum, there's a Cyndaquil it's a fear Cyndaquil instead of
Nice.
Rattata, it's Cyndaquil. It's a level 5 Cyndaquil with the Focus Sash and Endeavor.
And quick attack.
Yeah, yeah, it's a Cyndaquil though. It's so funny.
Nice.
no matter what Pokemon it is, it's still a douche move.
Oh, it's so evil. I still think one of my favorite things I ever did, and I did it to Sims. And the reason I did it to Sims was because somebody did it to me. I had a Zoroark, and what I did was I can't remember what Pokemon I sent it out as. I sent it out as something, and I think I beat Sims's first Pokemon, and he was like, "What?" And because I think I used Dark Pulse, and Sims was so confused, like, "How does that know Dark Pulse?" And like didn't get it at all. And then finally he hit the Zoroark, and it changed into Zoroark. He's like, "Homie, are you kidding me?"
I remember because like it was on like beta.
Yeah.
And we are like, man, I was like, I have this crazy team. I think like
Sims,
somebody
you're
sent
telling
me,
it
like,
wrong. Sims was crap talking me the whole time.
yeah,
He was like,
yeah,
"I'm gonna
because
wipe the floor with you,
because
man."
somebody, I don't remember who, but somebody had like got an action replay
Yeah.
and like hacked in all these Pokemon. It was like the team that I was using, but it was hacked in.
Yeah.
So like they all had like perfect IVs
And perfect
and
EVs
like
and stats and everything. Yeah.
yeah, it was just great. And they were all shiny
Yeah.
and they were all called Master Balls. And I was like, homie, there's not a chance that you beat me. And
And
then like
and I did.
I think I said I think my my thing to start with, it was always like coil fish or like dende. Coil fish to like drop toxic spikes,
Yeah.
and you had like you had like a rock type.
I can't even remember what my team was. I just
You had
remember
some rock type, and I was like, dude, I was like, Quillfish is about to sweep the floor. Like your rock type right here.
yeah.
And then it was like Dark Pulse, super effective. And I was like, man, you got that hack crap too.
Yep, he was so confused, and then it turned into Zerark. He threw out his next Mon and hit it one time, and it turned into Zerark. He's like, "Homie, are you kidding me?" I was like, "I got
Yeah.
you." I was like, "Got
'Cause
him."
I think I was running like a
Bamboozle.
Venusaur. And I was like,
The
all
only
right, let
the
me.
only reason I did it to him was because one of my old friends, did the same exact thing to me, and it literally, I think it killed 3 of my Mons before I finally hit it and realized, oh, it's Zerark. Why was I not using a fighting type?
Mm-hmm.
I think one of like my favorite move sets is Dream Eatering something
Yeah,
after hypnotizing it.
that's one
Yep.
of. I remember my brothers showing me that
A
move back in
Darkrai.
Gen 1. Oh yeah, with Darkrai, that's even worse because it already has
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
dreams.
Darkrai, like
Mhm.
Gengar.
Well, see,
Gengar
Gengar.
is one of my favorite
Gengar.
Pokemon.
uh,
However you pronounce it.
it, Darkrai is worse because it has bad dreams, so it uses Hypnosis Dream Eater, and then it also has the ability Bad Dreams. So you're asleep, you take damage from Dream Eater while Darkrai heals, and then also Bad Dreams deals damage to you. That's
Mm-hmm.
Darkrai is awful. But I remember when Jeremy showed me uh, Hypnosis and Dream Eater with Gengar, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. It's like a combo move in my head. I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah, I have a Gengar on Pixelmon
Yeah,
that has that, and I've been training him. And he has a very interesting name.
I bet he does. I think I already know what it is.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Yep.
guys, that speaking of ghosts, does anyone else have anything else they want to tell, or any other thing they want to talk about? Because we're at an hour and a half, and I've got a story I want to tell to round out the podcast.
Oh, I have a story of what happened to me today.
Okay, go ahead.
Once again, I almost died.
Sims.
No, no, this is just more of a painful thing.
Okay.
So it's been kind of rainy here. Not like storming bad. It's been kind of wet the
Yeah.
past few days. So where I work, we have like a Easter sale, and we're selling like furniture and stuff.
Yeah.
And the gas station that has like really good chicken, it's like maybe like 100 feet from the building that I'm working at.
Hmm.
I was going to get lunch today. I was like walking across the parking lot, and I see this puddle, and I was like, "Oh, the puddle's not that deep. I'll just step over it." I stepped over it, flipped. My entire left side, like, hit the ground and was covered in mud.
Oh, that's not what I thought was gonna happen. I thought it was
And
gonna
so,
be.
like,
I thought it was
the
gonna.
entire, like, from my ankle to, like, on my leg is, like,
Chase.
bruised. It just
Chase.
hurts. I was wearing, like, new
Please just keep
joggers
doing that,
that my mom got me. They were like covered in mud. I
dude. That
felt so
sucks.
bad.
That's not what I
Yeah.
thought was gonna
It was
happen.
such an awful time.
I thought what was gonna happen was you were gonna say you saw a puddle. It's like, oh, it doesn't look that deep. Steps in it, and like you go halfway, like you go ankle deep in a puddle. That's what I thought was
Mm-mm.
gonna happen. It's like your shoe fills up with water,
I
and
went to
yeah,
step over the mud puddle
and
and my
slipped.
entire body fell into it.
That happened to me at school one time, and I was really embarrassed.
It was literally like one second I was standing and the next second I was just on
On
the
the
ground.
ground and didn't know how
And
you
it
got
hurts
there.
it hurt so bad. I just want to sit there for a
Oh,
second.
dude, are
I
you
was
okay, buddy? You doing all right?
like I'm okay now. That was at like 12 o'clock. It's like
Well, hey, it's
midnight
almost been
now.
12
But
hours ago.
yeah.
Okay. So
And
Chase, oh,
it's spring training, so it didn't bother me that
he's
much.
so excited. Spring training started today. Sims is so excited.
Mhm.
Chase, do you have anything else you want to say before I tell my story?
No, you good. Shoot for it.
All right, so this is how I want to round out the podcast. So speaking of of ghosts. We were talking about Gengar and ghost types. Emily and I had a very, very weird experience the other night.
Homie,
Um,
I'm gonna pause you right quick. You better not say anything that's gonna freak me out and keep me up until 4 a.m. because I'm
no, it won't. It's
checking out the window every 2 seconds.
no, it's not. It's not. No, it's not that bad. Okay. So first and foremost, I don't know when to give up on things. So you guys know the little thing on my stream, where I was changing the Pokemon on my team that's on the bottom of my layout.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
That is a script that is written in Python. So I had to download Python, load the script into OBS, and it didn't work. Okay, so they said if that doesn't work, you have to go into the command line on your computer and have to like enable something. So I went onto the command line and it took me like an hour to figure out the correct way to type it in the command line to make it work. And I got it to work. Finally, it's like 1:30 in the morning by this point. I started at like 9:30 getting all this stuff set up. It took me that long to like get the layout made and get the script put in and everything, get everything downloaded, get the right stuff of Python downloaded. Got that all made and everything. 1:30, I'm about to go get in the shower. I walk into the bathroom. I'm getting ready to take a shower, and Emily's watching something on TV. And I hear Emily say, or I hear Emily talking, and I don't say anything. I'm just about to turn around and talk to her, and we both hear, hello? And I said, what, babe? And she said, I didn't say that. And I said, was it the TV? And she said, no, it's not the TV. And we were so confused of like, I made her do this I made her rewind twice what she was watching. Cause the first time she backed it up like 10 seconds. And I was like, you must not have gone back far enough. She, she went back a little bit more. And like, we watched like a solid 5 minutes before and past the video that she was watching. And we just kind of looked at each other and we were so confused at what was going on, and it sounded like a little girl just saying hello. And Emily has not been able to sleep ever since it happened. I've been fine, I'm okay with it. But we and it was not her phone. It was not my phone. No one else was here. We don't have any appliances that are like smart appliances that talk. Excuse me. I asked her. I said, "Are you sure it's not your Siri? Like, do you have Hey Siri set up or something?" And she said, "No, I didn't hit Siri or anything." I was thinking, okay, maybe she might have hit Siri, but didn't realize it. No, she said her phone wasn't even in her hand whenever it happened. We don't have an Alexa, we don't have like a Google Pixel or anything. We don't have any smart device like that. So we have no idea what said hello to us. And Emily has been freaking out ever since. She just opened the door and is looking at me. She's listening to me tell the story.
dude.
You just had to say that freaky shit. Now I'm looking out the door like, my
Well,
Oh,
fuck
you
Sims,
up.
it's
know,
not at your house.
I don't
you
care, dude.
reminded me of something
That
too.
stuff trips me out.
You reminded me of something that happened to me the other night too. Whenever I came in from work,
What, Chase? What's that?
I came in and the dog, the little
I'm gonna go ahead
dogs
and
that
get off.
we
Before else
Sims is like, all right, I'm fixing to head out, man.
deafing this man. Yeah, but so like I come in and like get home at like 1 o'clock, and I'm sitting in bed and I'm listening to this dog, and it's just sitting outside and it's barking, and it's barking, it's barking, it's
Yeah.
barking. And I get up and I'm about to go open up the door to uh like yell at the dog and tell it to shut up, quit barking. And I hear the dog's bark skip like it was on like a radio. It sounded like its bark skipped.
Oh.
And I was like, you know what? I sat back down, I locked the door, and I put my sword next to me. I was like,
Somebody's outside
no,
playing dog barks.
no, I know what things mimic other things in the forest, and I live 10 foot from the woods.
Dang it, Chase, why'd you have to say that? No, I'm not going to sleep tonight. Yeah, ghost girl doesn't bother me, but the other things, yeah, that bothers me.
Yeah, I was like, whenever I heard, I was like, no way
What
that just
what was
happened.
so bad was like I was in the bathroom, Emily was in the living room, and you guys know how our house is set up. We both heard it in the same general direction. Emily heard it kind of behind her, and I like it sounded like it was in between us, but it sounded closer to Emily. And it was almost like Emily said like hey or like hi, and then we just it said hello, and I said it sounded like a little girl.
Mm.
It 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 was so weird and freaky. It was yeah, and Emily has not been able to sleep ever since because she's been so worried about it. I'm like, it's fine.
Who knows what
Already,
Yeah.
the
so to round out, I'm not talking about freaky crap anymore. We're gonna hop into the challenge.
All right, let's go into the challenge. All right, let's take a look here.
I
App
have a
Store.
severely low number today.
Hey, you're always the one that wins.
Yeah,
I also
yeah.
have a very low number today. Go ahead, Sam. Start us off.
I have 5.
I have 4.
Okay, looks like
Mm.
I win.
How many you got?
22.
Dead gum. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Chase wins. Chase wins. Yep. For once, Sims didn't win. All right. Real quick, thank you guys so much for watching the Under Controllers podcast. We thank you so very much for deciding to click on the video and go through this crazy journey with us. We hope you enjoyed it. If you like this, click the subscribe button. If you also like it, click the like button. Comment down below. Tell us a scary story, something that's happened to you. Also, tell us what color every month is to you, like we did at the very beginning of the podcast. Do that.
And also be ready for our 670 challenge.
Have we decided what we're doing for that yet?
We haven't.
We have not decided,
Oh,
but
we're
we'll
just
decide something
releasing
for
the
it.
new
The
logos
excellent
and stuff.
challenge video is coming. It is almost done being edited. I'm having to. It's probably like 70% done. I've got to go through
Architect test
and
video is coming soon.
yeah, this video will be coming soon. Stick around for that. It'll probably come out after this because I'm going to put this up Monday, and then the excellent challenge will come out some other time after that. You guys threw me off. I was remembering anything. Click the bell so that you get notified anytime we upload a video. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us on TikTok. Link in the description below. You can follow us on Patreon too. We don't really do much there just yet. We've got our Discord, I believe. It is also down there. You can join the Undercontrollers Discord. Just hang out and talk with us. It's open for anybody. You can follow me on Twitch. It's in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Did I miss anything, guys?
Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.
Moi.